morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day. I think I want to talk about today that maybe you've never thought about. Don't let others define who you are. Don't let what others say define who you are. People have been telling you who you are since you were a little kid. Your parents tell you who you are. Your teachers tell you who you are. Other authority figures tell you who you are. Do you know who you are? Are you telling the story of what they said? Are you telling the story of what other people said you are? Or are you telling your own story? It can be quite tricky. That happens for years, and some of us get anxious because we don't even know who we are, because we've been told our whole life. In our head, we believe what we've been told, but in our heart, we're somebody different. So I'll give you an example. It was one day I was a young fella, 5 or 6 years old, and my mom's car broke down in the driveway. And the routine is my dad would get home from work, we'd sit down and have supper, then he'd go about doing whatever he had to do for the evening, or sit down and relax, or whatever. But when he got home, supper was on the table and we ate. Well, this particular day, he couldn't do that because the car was in the middle of the driveway. And it wasn't our house, it was my grandmother's, so I don't know what the story was, but as soon as he got home, my mom was on him to move that car out of the driveway. So that meant he had to go start up the truck, drive around the house, push the car up the driveway, get it all situated. I don't know what kind of day this guy had. Probably had a rough day, worked all day. Planning on coming home and relaxing. Now he's going to take care of all this stuff. So he gets the truck around, pushes the car up the driveway. My mother drives it up there. He gives me a block of wood, and he says, when the car gets up here to this spot, you put this block of wood behind the wheel. Okay, Dad. So he gets up there and he hauls out the window, and I stick the block of wood behind the wheel and step away. My mother steps out of the car. He backs the truck up. The car rolls over the piece of wood and bangs into the truck. Well, he's mad. Like I said, he was expecting to come home and have dinner, and now he's going to deal with this. So he's hollering, "Are you so damn stupid you can't put a block of wood behind the wheel, for Christ's sakes?" Now, I know he was just angry. Now, as an adult, I know that. But as a little kid, I took that literal. I thought I was stupid. My whole life, I thought I was stupid. So stupid, I couldn't put a block of wood behind the wheel. Well, if we look at that objectively, first of all, he's the one who gave me the block of wood. So if he didn't give me a big enough block of wood, I guess I'm not the stupid one. But now, as an adult, understanding things differently, I know he'd had a rough day, and he was kind of angry, and he was just spouting off. He didn't mean that. But again, as a kid, I took that literal. So for years, I thought I was stupid. So stupid, in fact, that I couldn't put a block of wood behind the wheel. And there's many, many stories like that happened to us growing up. So I did a little work on myself, did a little inventory work, and discovered a few things. And I remember finding that and thinking, holy crap, I thought I was stupid my whole life. And that's why. I'm not stupid by any means. But those are the kind of things. So I stopped telling that story. I don't tell myself that story anymore, that I'm stupid. I tell myself a different story. I'm pretty damn smart. And that's just one example. There's all kinds of them. So what are you telling yourself? What story are you telling? What story did somebody say to you and you're still telling it? Stop telling that story. Start telling your own. Look in your heart for the story of you and who you are and what you are. Tell your own story. Let go of the story that you've been told your whole life. And it could be a different story, Hey, this is what you're going to be when you grow up. This is what you're going to do. This is where you're going to be. You're never going to amount to nothing. You're going to be no good. Or you've got to do this. You've got to live up to this. Whatever it is, that's their story. That's their version. What's your version? Let go of that old story. Stop telling it and tell your own. Stop telling the story of being a victim. Tell your own story. Whatever your story is, find it. It's in your heart. Get that crap out of your head. Talk to somebody if you need to, though, so you can find out what it is and you can let it go. But start telling your story today. Once you do that, you're going to feel a whole lot better. Hope that helped you out today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.